We'll just knock the tower over. That's not what I want to do. Hopefully it stays. There's a lot. 25 in total. No, they're not all comics. They're regular books. They were all comics. I'd be a little concerned. I mean, I have a lot of comics, but don't Jesus me, Sheena. It's not my fault. Some of these were Christmas presents, though. Like maybe 9 of them. Hey, hey, hey. Don't be mean. Some of them are ones that are on the wheel. I went through and printed out the rest of my books. Because I gotta finish updating last year's book journal. And I started this year's book journal already. Hi guys. We're just gonna go through my lovely stack of books that I got since the last time I was on, which was like 3 weeks ago. I want to say it was 3 weeks ago. Flipping all my books over. Only read a couple since that last time though, so. But I have a stack of 25 books. So we're gonna start going through them. Laura. How those forms treating you, Laura? Look at my tiny little pictures of all the books. Ooh, I don't blame you. Don't die in high heels. Not sure that would be a fun way to go out. Sorry, I'm flipping all over all these. It's kind of interesting to see the different covers online for different books. Okay. So the first two I have are ones that are on our book club's reading wheel. Oh crap, I forgot to take that sticker off. Last Day Alive, thriller. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can take this sticker off. I hate Target stickers. They're the worst. Ha, got it. So we have Last Day Alive, which is a thriller. Takes place in Oklahoma. That's about all I know about it. The Lost Bookshop. I have no idea what it's about. I wasn't the one that put it on the... I actually think this was this Joanna's? I think this was Joanna's pick. Although I do like the quote at the top that says, "How far will you go to find your story?" You can't really see it. There you go. This one is the second. Oh, you wanted to read that one. I'm not sure who wanted to read what anymore. We just kind of all. This is the second book to one that I've already read, which was called Frigid. I really should have like a shelf dedicated. Like I should pull all the books that we have on the wheel that I already have and like dedicate a shelf just to those books. Well, I'll probably need 2 shelves, but that's besides the point. I think this one was yours too, Laura. Ari! I think this one was Laura's pick. This is also on our wheel. I actually think there's a book or 2 before this one. I have to look into that, Laura, because I don't want to read anything out of order. I don't like reading anything out of order. This is another one that's on our wheel. Probably like half of these are ones that are on our wheel. This one I know is on our... At least I thought it was on our wheel. Pretty sure it is. But I don't remember printing this one, so now I'm going to have to go and look. Thanks, Ari. This one is not on our wheel, but it's Freida McFadden. So I had to get it because we love her books. They're fun. Well, maybe not for the characters in the book. The medical student who's spending the night on a locked psychiatric ward. God, I can't speak today. This one's not on there, so I'll probably read this at some point. I've got another one. Oh, The Boyfriend by her. That's... So, Laura, in case you didn't know, this is actually the book before Hook, Line, Sinker. So I'm going to end up reading this before we spin for Hook, or I'll end up reading it before Hook, Line, Sinker. I didn't know that that was the case, but you know. Although The Lighthouse is giving me nightmares from the last book we read that had a lighthouse. So, I'm not sure which one's first and which one's second. Hold on. Okay, so I actually need to get the first 2 books of this because I got the second 2 books, but that's what they had. So this author is one that's actually on the author. We have a book that's on our wheel for this one, The Games Gods Play. But this is book 3 and 4 of a different series. So I got them. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And they looked pretty. I mean, now I'm gonna have to go on Amazon and find the other 2. Or maybe I can go to look at Barnes & Noble. Maybe they'll have them there. This one I had seen a couple times and was debating on getting it. And I ended up getting it. There's a few that are like that. The one that recently, if it was more of a recent book that just came out, it was probably the Games Gods Play. But there's a few that are like that now. Hold on. I remember you telling me you did. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. These are 2 of the recent ones I picked up that have really cool edges on it. They're already like this. This is on our list actually. But I absolutely love the inside cover. Yeah, they're starting to do more and more printed edges on books. And some of them are just gorgeous. My other favorite is this one. Just because it's so cool looking. These are actually both on our book club list this year. She's coming out with I think the second one comes out sometime this year. But there's a few, like I said, that have come out recently that are like redos of books. Mary. Like I've got 2 sitting right here. That's Hooked that just came out. And it's got the edges and it says darling because it's like a Peter Pan Hook retelling. Unless she got, now I'm thinking it might be, I'm trying to think of what's an appropriate book for her that she might have gotten. Now, this is the other one that's like, I want to say, more age appropriate probably for her. This way. But this one's a really cool cover, and I hope that they come out with the second one. I still have a stuffy nose, and now I have a toothache, so, you know. That one was on last year's. But then you have this one that came out. This is also on our list this year. few of the books that are already on the list. Yeah, that's that one, Lauren Nolan. Because there's that one, and then she has the other one. I have 4. Yeah, that's this one then. That's this one. Yeah. Because I have the original of the first and second one. And I figured because that one was the most age appropriate one. And then this is a Books A Million exclusive that I got. I think Barnes & Noble had this one too. This is the second book. There's 2 books to that series. I've read them both, so. They just happen to be right there on the shelf. So then I got this one, which is, I think I now only need maybe 2 more of the House of Night series to round out the series. Alright, if she likes fantasy, like witches and stuff like that, tell her to look into the House of Night. Okay, hi, bye. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun. Oh, I'm like, I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not missing one. They're not right on top of each other. There's one in the back of that one. The Butterfly Garden. This one was another one that's on our wheel this year. The back, like, bold is Beauty Has Never Looked So Terrifying. So it's a thriller. It's a smaller one. It's less than 300 pages. Okay. And then I thought I only needed 1 more book, but she came out with another one. So I got this one for Christmas. It's a Natasha Preston. If you've heard my rants about Natasha Preston's books, they're great. Love them. Absolutely despise the endings because it's like a cliffhanger and there's no second book. But they're really good. So this is the one that I thought that I needed to be like, okay, I've read all her books. And then when I went to the store, came out with another one. And I'm super... My cat's going crazy in the room. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So I'm like, well, now I gotta read this one too. So I had to pick it up. And I'll have all of her books. They're at least in print that I know of. There's an exclusive author Q&A and horror movie watch list inside. Is it at the back? It is. She has Final Destination 1 and 2 in here. And Jeepers Creepers. She has Twister in here. Interesting. So this one I think is on our list. If it's not, I got it because her other book's on the list, which I have in here. That is our next read. Well, I think the other 2 already read it, but A Mom's Night Out Gone Horribly Wrong. Well then. Half the time I don't even look to see what these books are about. I just pick them up. Then you've got Where's Molly? Which is, I believe, supposed to be the prequel, one of the prequels to Haunting Adeline. It's a spin-off for Haunting and Hunting Adeline, for the cat and mouse duet. I've already read Satan's Affair, so this is the only other one I have to that's a spin-off of that series. Well, that duology. But I actually think we have this one on the list this year. I think I put it on there. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. And then the first book, which I don't know if Sheena's finished, that we read, or was the last book that we read of the year, was Seventh Circle by Tate James. And I had to have book 3 and 4. I haven't finished reading. Oh, I haven't even started book 2. I finished book 1. So I gotta get going on those. I love these because they all have the red sprayed edges. Christina! I'm like making piles of books in front of me. Oh, there's another sticker I missed. I don't know how I miss these Target stickers. I usually peel them off as soon as I get them. They've changed their stickers so they're a little bit easier to peel off now, which is fantastical. So this is on our list. Once Upon a Broken Heart. Pretty sure Laura put this on the list. Pretty sure. Oh my gosh, I hope it is. I've heard really good things and really not so good things. I do have the Caraval series. And there is 2 more books after this one. I just don't know how that's going to go yet. Then you have Layla by Colleen Hoover. The quote on the back is, "Love can haunt or heal." This will be the second to like mystery book of hers. So, because we read Verity last year. Actually, I think it was our first book. So I have the first book of this one. It's House of Beating Wings. And this one's House of Pounding Hearts. I didn't even know the second one came out. I haven't read the first one, but I had to get the second one because I just love the cover. Also, who doesn't love blue sprayed edges? The back one says, "Which kingdom will she choose?" I'd like to know. I have to read the first book. Actually, I don't think that one's on our list this year. I have so many books. Too many books. And I think a few of them I will get on Kindle. But I like having the physical copy, reading the physical copy. And then this year we're going to go down this rabbit hole, which I'm not sure is going to be a good thing. So this is put on our wheel this year. And, ooh, sorry, I got distracted by prettiness. I didn't even realize that I had that. And the bold in the back says, I'm a Gemini, impulsive, curious, headstrong, a twin, heir to a throne I know nothing about, and it turns out I'm Fae. I mean, I've heard really good things about it, and I've heard really weird things about it. Like, some people like it, some people don't. But I'm probably gonna be one of those people that do. So, Sheena, are you still here? Have you finished reading Seventh Circle? I'm gonna wait for this one. Hold on. And then you have Quicksilver, which is also on our reading list. I told you most of these books, like maybe about half of them were on the reading list. The bold on the back of this says, do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate. Well, what fun is that? You know what's gonna happen. She's a thick one too. .609 pages. I think the second one's supposed to be coming out soon too. Yep, coming in fall 2025. So I'm hoping this one lasts till maybe the mid-year. But it probably won't. Oh my gosh, I missed another sticker, man. And then another one that's on the list. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And it has 7 rings. Ain't damn fancy. I've heard really good things about this one, so fingers crossed. And then this is the current read that I have to read still. Saving Noah. I've been told that we have to read a happy book after this. Or not a dark book, at least. So hopefully we get like maybe like a fantasy book after this. I don't know. Oh, she's a doctor too. Dr. Lucinda Berry. She's a trauma psychologist. I'm understanding why you said something about her books now. I'm starting to understand. I need to pull this one out because I need to be reading that one. I'm gonna stack back up my Leaning Tower of Pisa over here. see Leaning Tower of Pisa. I am gonna have to like clear a shelf. Probably on that bookshelf. To like put all the books that we are gonna read this year that I have together, so I don't have to like dig for them every time I need to pull one. But there's a lot. I feel like I missed some, or maybe I took some out. I don't know. My hoodie. All booked for Christmas. I know it's past Christmas, but it's a book. It's a book hoodie. I'm still wearing it. I'm still wearing it. Move it slightly and hope I don't knock all my books over in the process. Stay. So, I have last year's book journal that I need to finish putting all these lovely book things in. And then I have this year's that I already started today because I was an ARC reader for an advanced ARC reader for one of the local Ohioan authors, and I finished it this morning. And I now need the second book because it ended on a cliffhanger, and I don't know if I'm okay after that. It was really good. And now I just want to, let's see. I need this one. Maybe. This one's for May. You know, I need to update my website and really start working on that stuff again, because I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, my nails won't. There we go. It's gonna be like, I'm not gonna fight with you. June was Hunting Adeline. So I'm doing my best book of the month right now page. And my January best read was Kingdom of Ash. Shocking. For those of you that know me. It was the last book in the Throne of Glass series. And then February was From Blood and Ash. I don't think I read that much in February, actually. I did end the year with 150 books and almost 60,000 pages read. Almost. I think I was like, I don't don't even know how many pages short I was. Hold on. There's a page in the back. I was 47 pages short of 56,000 pages read. Let's see. March book of the month was The In-Between, which was a nonfiction. It's the only nonfiction I read of the year. And it was written by a hospice nurse. April's was Wait for You. Again, I don't think I read much in April. But that was April's. May's was The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, which was amazing. Did you read Ghostly? No. Let's see. June was Haunting Adeline, which shouldn't be a shocker. July was Powerless. August was between... August ended up being Ranger, which was a last book of a series. Which if you like Criminal Minds, those books were kind of based on like their personalities. Barry, Happy New Year. Was like based on their personalities, and Ranger is more like Spencer Reed's personality. And I love Criminal Minds. So September was the third book in the Housemaid series, which was The Housemaid is Watching. October was The Petulant Princess, which again was a local author, one of her books, and it was really good. November was Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I had to have one of her books in there. And then December, some of you have heard me talk about it multiple times, was Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. Because, well, if you read it, you know. If you haven't, you don't. I'm trying to find my book. Where is it? You're in here somewhere. Oh, now I'm not going to be able to find it. Seriously, where the heck did it go? I'll find it eventually, I guess. But the overall win of the year, because it has this whole thing, but the best book of the year for me was Kingdom of Ash. And that's why I'm trying to find the picture for. Where the heck did it go? I know I printed it. It's here somewhere. I'll find it. I'll find it. Read way too many books. Huh. I shouldn't say way too many books, but a lot of books this year. Trying to find, there's a couple I've missed in between. Nope, there one is. Oh, of course I find it after I like move on from it. I'm like, oh, I'll just find it after sometime. Like, I'll find it like at the very end. Because that's what I do. I find it at the very end, like everything else. Like everything else. Where the heck is this one? Okay, we're gonna move on from this one. I'm gonna just put that there so I know that I have to come back. I didn't really fill out the whole like star and spice rating on this because I have an app on my phone that does that. Because I keep track on an app and in a journal. This year's journal, I like a little bit more than this one. It has more things in it. Barry. I don't think anybody would care for my impressions. I just don't think they would. Finding these pictures of the books is like finding puzzle pieces. It really is. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing a Rocky impression. I'm no good at impressions. Say if you've read this year, what is your favorite book? But I'm not sure most of you read. I know I saw that one somewhere. I had a lot of good reads this year. I think what I only ended up DNFing one. And I think that was our, like, one of our last wheel ones. Or was that our first? No, that was the first one of the new wheel, but it was still last year. And I just didn't care for it. I don't even remember what it was now. Oh, it was Husband and Wife by K.L. Slater. That's what it was. I just didn't care for it. I couldn't get into it. I just could not get into it. Color me shocked, I know. I never DNF a book usually. That one just didn't, nope, couldn't do it. I just couldn't get into it. No, it's out in the other room. There's stuff all over it. I don't read it in it anymore. I might. Like once I really get back into reading. But I don't know. With it being over on the other side, it's kind of hard. With it being on the other side, it's kind of hard to do. There it is. Holidays are always busy. Always busy, busy, busy. Yummy, still eating them. Still eating Christmas cookies. I'll probably still be eating Christmas cookies for another week. I usually struggle bus through them because I don't like not finishing a book, but it was Husband and Wife by K.L. Slater. And I didn't really, that was one that we read in December and I didn't even finish reading it. I couldn't finish reading it. There's just something about it. I just couldn't get into it, which is rare for me because I usually struggle bus through it and just finish it, but I tried audiobooking it first and I couldn't do it. Like, she had a British narrator, which is fine. But I just don't like British narrators. Like, I can't get past the accent when it comes to book reading. So I stopped and I was like, okay, I have it on Kindle Unlimited. I will read it through there. And I couldn't get into it. I think that's the only one this year. I know the other two might have DNF'd more than I did. I think Joanna might have DNF'd a few of them, like a handful throughout the year. I don't know if Laura DNF'd any. Reading's fun. I love reading. I need to get my niece back into reading. But I doubt I will. There's been a few books I've been close to DNFing, and sometimes I just put them down and I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to them. There is one that I didn't DNF. It was a Natasha Preston book. I just don't think I was into that genre at that particular time. So I need to go back and finish it. Well, technically restart it. Same thing with Assistant to the Villain. Like, I started it and then I got caught up in another book. And just stopped reading it. I feel like I should get a pizza. I feel like there should still be a program for adults for like reading, summer reading program. I actually think they brought it back because I think my nephews were doing it. I'm trying to get these done, man. So that way my whole book is done. Yeah, I remember doing it in like maybe 4th and 5th grade. Yep, personal pan pizzas from Pizza Hut. I remember them. It's the best when you were a kid, man. It was the best. I know it's there somewhere. They really were. I like pizza in general, so. Hey, when you were a kid, that's all you needed. Ooh, did you know that they're making The Housemaid? Are they doing it? I think they're doing it as movies. I don't think they're doing it as a series. I also know they're doing Lightlark and Nightbane. And I think Fourth Wing's getting a series, which I think is kind of weird, but to each their own. Ooh, it's snowing again outside. I think I know, I just saw this one. You know, I'm a fan of the other cast, so the other people they're casting, so I'd still watch it. I sure hope so too, because I love the book. There's another one that they're doing, and I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what the other one is that they're doing. Now it's going to bug me that I can't remember what the other one is. I know James just sent it to me not that long ago. Hey, I need to eat good this year, so, well, not this year. I need to start eating better. I just got over my tooth hurting from all the sugar and stuff. Oh, The Housemaid? I don't like veggie. I am not a veggie person. At all. I need to eat better, but I'm not a veggie person. What can I say? What can I say except you're welcome? Kevin, why'd you change your name? I'm like, I had to double check it. I'm like, wait, what? Don't confuse the confused, man. I'm already confused as is. I'm the first one to notice. How long have you had it changed? I haven't been around, so I didn't. I mean, it was RR before. Random Rips. That makes sense. It's about 2 a.m. this morning. It makes sense. That says random reads now instead of random rips. my last read for the year. Don't read too much into it. The main female character in the book has chickens and a rooster, and the rooster's name is Luke something Walker. It's definitely not a kid's book, but I don't have this set for kids, so kids can't watch this, so I don't feel ashamed showing it, flashing it, whatever. Look at me go. I finished the last year's. Oh my god, it's so freaking because so I'm excited for this year's because it's not as like it has 2 per page instead of just the 1. So it's gonna make it, see, I think it's 2. Best book of the year was, hold on, let me find my, what did I do with it? Was Kingdom of Ash, which was my Throne of Glass, the last book in the Throne of Glass series. It was a hard choice between that one and a book called Lights Out, because I really liked Lights Out. And we're back up. Hold on, I gotta grab my other bin. I already printed books for this year. Now I gotta find the book that I'm looking for. There it is. Wasn't that hard. This is the one I just did, Between Flames and Deceit, because I was part of the advanced ARC reading team. She's opening it to the general public tomorrow. That was my first book of the year, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. See, oh, look at that. I need to do this stuff though this year. There's so many different pieces to this journal though. Like, hold on. If I can get it open, good grief. Hold on. I'm just going to show you the cover. The couple who slays together stays together. A dark romance like you've never seen before. Can you handle the ride? We're gonna put it at that. No, it's not horror. It's a dark romance, but it's like a dark rom-com almost. Like, I listened to it. I didn't actually physically read it. I listened to it, which was so much better. The experience of listening to it was just so much better. I mean, there's some like mafia stuff in there. Right, like it really wasn't horror. So this book has like an about me section thing where it has like my star rating, my spice rating, my favorite genres, how my TBR is currently Death by TBR, which is 101 plus. My favorite books of all time, my favorite series, my goals for this year, which is the same as last year, favorite authors, and it has this like a bookish this or that on it, which was kind of fun to do. And then just like last year's, has pages where you can write the titles of the books in, which is fun. It has 4 pages. Then it has like new releases at a glance by like month. So you could do that. I don't have anything filled out in that yet. It has reading tracker pages. I think it's got quite a few of those. Yeah. It goes up to 200 books. And then it has a couple pages of like 5-star reads, which goes up to I think 50. Yeah. Then we had a DNF, I did not finish section, which is 2 pages, up to 50 books. And then it has trackers for duologies and trilogies, which is kind of fun because it helps you track them. And then it also has series trackers, which is 4 or more books to the series. And it has up to 10 book slots. It was kind of weird, but because some series are way more than. But I guess you could always use another one. Then it has an author backlist, which you could write the author's name in the box and then put books. So if like someone suggests an author to me. There's also a trope tracker, and they gave the stickers for different tropes, and these are the ones I usually read. So I already have one that's Forbidden Love and Age Gap, which was the first book of the year. There is a TBR, which has quite a few books on it. And then it's got book mail, like the date you received it, the title, the author received it from, notes. You've got this page, which is a year in pixels, which is kind of what I had on the other one, but I got to write in what I wanted because my other one only went to 301 plus, and that should be 601. Don't look too far. And then you've got the genre tracker. It has books that you fill in as you read. It goes up to 200 books. It has yearly reading stats by month. So in January, number of books, number of pages, number of 5-star through 1-star. If I DNF'd any, how many were physical, how many were ebooks, and how many were audiobooks. And then it has like a total at the bottom. And then it has like challenge pages. Challenge pages. So it's got a rainbow color challenge, 4 seasons challenge, and it gives you what for each one that should go there. And then I kind of messed up on this page, so don't look too hard. It has a 12-book challenge, which is you read 12 books off your TBR, 12 books that were suggested to you, and then you've got the alphabet challenge, which I already have B in there, and I accidentally started writing it in A. And then it has monthly recaps, which is 2 pages, which is any new releases, hopefuls, books you've read, and it goes up to 15 books, which makes me sad because there's times I read more than that. Number of books read, number of pages, number of hours listened. My niece is here, so. Favorite authors, daily reading tracker, like what days I read and how many days I read. Genres, top 3 reads, favorite quotes, and then just kind of like a note. That goes through all the months. And then you have your actual like breakdown of each book. Is it part of a series? What tropes? What genre? Page count? When you started, when you finished, what format? The author, title, series name, and then any notes. And that's all that there is. That's the genre. That's the book tracker for this year. So I'm starting to fill that out as I go. And I've got lots of books over here I'm going to be reading. I don't know what she's doing. She's in the cookies. What are you eating, Valerie? She's in the cookies. Little twerp nugget. What'd you get? She went and got a cookie. She's the cookie eater of the family. But I have a good chunk of the books that are on our list this year for our wheel already printed to put in there. So I think that's all I've got today. Went on a little bit longer than I was going to. I was only going to go an hour. Then I ended up going a little bit further. It's fine. Just over an hour. But thank you to everybody who came on. I'm going to try not to go so long in between. But I might start doing I don't know. We'll see. It just depends. I might just go to monthlies. I don't know. Or bi-weeklies. And just post videos of like what we're reading. And then do like a end of month, like, hey, this is what I read. There might be spoilers. If you don't want to be there, go away. No, I'm just kidding. So, but thanks to everybody who came and hung out. Have a awesome Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yes. I don't know what days it is anymore. Darn holidays. But I'll catch you next time.